Wow, you gotta have some compassion and sympathy for the main character in Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. Raskolnikov, he's got a lot going on. He's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. Lots of anxiety just building up. That's coming up next on The Book Bringer. Stay tuned for more. It's the Book Bringer, bringing you books. Do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Hey, John here. Welcome to The Book Bringer. Today we're going to be looking at Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. The main character in Raskolnikov has got a lot of weight on his shoulders. He's got all kind of anxiety building up inside of him. And we see this early in the book. He's crushed by poverty, it says. And this just grows and grows and builds, and it just, it drives him crazy. And he's just depressed and anxious and frustrated. Check out this excerpt from Crime and Punishment early in the book. The thought of going home suddenly filled him with intense loathing. In that hole, in that awful little cupboard of his, all this had for a month past been growing up in him, and he walked on at random. Even the thought of going home to Raskolnikov, the main character, was not even an attractive thing for him. It was just depressing. And so he kept walking along with all these thoughts and anxieties in his head. He continues here. His nervous shudder had passed into a fever that made him feel shivering. In spite of the heat, he felt cold. With a kind of effort, he began almost unconsciously, from some inner craving, to stare at all the objects before him, as though looking for something to distract his attention. But he did not succeed, and kept dropping every moment into brooding. When with a start he lifted his head again and looked around, he forgot at once what he had just been thinking about, and even where he was going. So just walking down the street, he's got all these anxieties just building up in him, just weighing on his shoulders, weighing on his conscience, his soul. And so even when something really good happens, it's fleeting. Listen to this excerpt here. The greenness and freshness were at first restful to his weary eyes after the dust of the town and the huge houses that hemmed him in and weighed upon him. Here there were no taverns, no stifling closeness, no stench. But soon these new pleasant sensations passed into morbid irritability. So even the joys, the small things in life that are fun or beautiful are fleeting to Raskolnikov. So I hope you've enjoyed these excerpts from Crime and Punishment, and I hope you're having a better day than Raskolnikov. My goodness. You gotta have a little compassion for that guy. And hey, we'll catch you next time on The Book Bringer. Stay tuned for more great episodes. I hope they're great.